Today, we're going to learn about the historical and mythological roles of the Olympic spirit known as Och. Yep, OCH. A central figure in magical and esoteric traditions. We'll discuss his profound influence in the world of alchemy and his regal domain that covers all solar-related elements, including the precious metal gold. Och is also celebrated for his ability to promote health and prolong life. And we're going to check out this concept called Och's perfection, which explores an idea that is linked with the cycles of celestial and esoteric importance, and what this means for those who pursue mystical wisdom. All right, let's do this. So, Och is an emblem of the celestial power of the sun, which underpins numerous esoteric and magical systems, serving as a beacon of illumination, a source of unyielding power, and a wellspring of enduring vitality. The sun, which is central to life on Earth, has been the object of adoration across many cultures, and Och embodies these solar qualities to an extraordinary degree. Historical texts across civilizations provide us with glimpses into how the sun has been personified, from the ancient Egyptians who hailed Ra, to the Greeks who revered Apollo, and to the Romans who celebrated Sol. In this rich ancient landscape, Och emerges as a powerful figure steeped in mystery and veneration. His connection to the sun isn't merely symbolic. It is foundational to the practices in which his name is invoked. Practitioners of the arcane who have followed the path laid down by the ages assert that Och encapsulates the very essence of the sun's life force. It is no surprise that this entity has been a focal point of rituals seeking the sun's favor. Och's presence is felt most prominently in the realm of magic and spirituality. Depictions of Och can be found etched into the very framework of numerous magical traditions. The practitioners within these schools of thought viewed the sun as the great illuminator, not only in a literal sense, but in an intellectual and spiritual capacity as well, illuminating minds and souls, much like dawn dispels the darkness night each morning. In this context, Och acts as a vessel of enlightenment, both to the visible and invisible. In the pursuit of understanding the cosmos and our places within it, Och has been revered as a potent archetype. His solar association is said to grant a deep connection to the forces that govern our very existence. Within the myriad traditions that draw upon this entity, Och is a symbol that transcends the simple celestial body we recognize as the sun, encapsulating its profound influence on the material and metaphysical realms alike. So, through the fabric of history and mythological understanding, the solar association of Och invites us to think about the ways in which the cosmic icon intertwines with our pursuit for meaning, our striving for power, and our innate need for renewal and growth. It is within this contemplation that Och endures, a symbol not just of the sun's rays, but of the radiance of human potential, unveiled by the light of knowledge and wisdom. Within the mystical practices of alchemy, Och emerges as a prominent figure revered for his profound impact on health and the pursuit of longevity. The ancient alchemists devoted their lives to the transformation of matter, seeking the grand secrets of the philosopher's stone, a substance able to turn base metals into gold. But beyond the quest for wealth, alchemy's more noble aim lay in the creation of an elixir of life, a panacea capable of conferring eternal youth and enduring wellness. Och is esteemed in these esoteric circles as the luminous bringer of this coveted elixir. His influence in alchemical texts is synonymous with vitality and the life-sustaining energy of the sun. Just as the sun bathes the world in its radiant light, fostering growth and life, Och is believed to bestow upon the alchemist the keys to profound health-promoting secrets. It's a widely held belief that through invoking Och, an alchemist could harness solar energies to concoct potions that could potentially cure any ailment and extend the life of any individual. Och was also seen as a guardian of the sacred knowledge that fueled the alchemical journey. As practitioners of this arcane science toiled in their laboratories, they could call upon Och to aid them in their complex endeavors. Each experiment, each incantation, shrouded in ritualistic precision, aimed at achieving a state of purity and enlightenment akin to the perceived perfection of the sun. Not only did these alchemists view Och as a guide towards physical well-being, but also as a mentor in their spiritual evolution. To them, the alchemical process was a dual quest for physical and spiritual transmutation. The allegory of turning lead into gold was also imbued with a metaphor of elevating the human soul from a state of ignorance to a state of divine understanding, an ultimate ascension into a higher form of existence, guided by Ak's unwavering solar light. It is within the pages of time-worn manuscripts that the legacy of Ak endures, and while the exact formulations and rituals of these ancient texts remain shrouded in mystery, the reverence for Ak as a symbol of vitality and perfect health persists, a testament to humanity's ceaseless endeavor to decipher the wonders of life and the luminous forces that energize our existence. Understanding the regal authority of Ak requires us to travel back to a time where celestial bodies were not just lights in the sky, but deities with domains and powers that reached far into the lives and lore of civilizations. Ak, in these magical traditions, is not merely a solar entity, but a figure of immense regality whose authority is asserted over all that basks in the sun's glory. Ak's domain notably includes gold, the metal that has captivated humanity with its luster and incorruptibility. This precious substance, often called the flesh of the gods, was believed to be under the purview of Ak because of its association with solar energy. The radiant sheen of gold, which seems to capture and reflect the essence of sunlight, made it a fitting symbol for Ak's power and prestige. This connection between Ak and gold goes deeper than aesthetics. It touches on the belief that the sun's energy, as channeled through Ak, imparts a sacred quality to this metal. Gold was thought to be not just a substance of wealth, but also a medium of divine power and even immortality. Thus, Ak's influence on gold represents a tangible manifestation of his regal standing, which transcends the material and edges into the eternal. These views on Ak's regal authority took root in a time when leaders often cloaked themselves in the power of the gods, and the analogy between the sun and the sovereign rule was potent and pervasive. Ak's esteemed status echoed the belief that just as the sun is central to our solar system, so too should a ruler be the heart of their kingdom, exuding influence, providing for their people, and guiding them with the same consistency and dependability as the sun's daily journey across the sky. So it is no surprise that in the tapestries of lore and legend, one could find Ak occupying a throne of solar flame, bestowing blessings of health, wealth, and wisdom upon those who recognized his sovereignty, whether it was in temples, texts, or the whispered incantations of alchemists. The regal authority of Ak left a radiant mark on the mythos of magic and mysticism, shining a light on a figure both feared and revered. This is where the legacy of Ak lies, as a symbol of power, his reign as eternal and unyielding as a celestial body he is forever bound to. The concept of healing is as old as humanity itself, and within the esoteric traditions, this vital role has often been attributed to figures that embody celestial forces. Among those notable figures is Ak, a being linked with the sun not only in terms of physical luminescence, but also as a source of life and well-being. Ak's reputed powers are extensive and touch upon the esoteric belief that the sun, as a universal donor of life, holds the ultimate key to health. It's said that through Ak, this life-giving potency transcends the physical realm, offering cures to those who suffer. This connection paints Ak as a powerful entity, one whose capabilities are rooted in the life-sustaining properties we associate with the sun: warmth, growth, rejuvenation. Indeed, it is fascinating to examine the parallels between the sun's capacity to revitalize the earth and Ak's healing powers. Just as the sun fosters life on our planet, Ak's influence is thought to extend to the health of individuals, and as legend may have it, this mystical figure can alleviate ailments, promoting an overall state of well-being that mirrors the vital essence of the sun's nurturing warmth. To invoke Ak's healing abilities, practitioners of these arcane arts are often carried out in rituals that synchronized with the natural cadence of the sun's journey across the sky. It was through these carefully timed ceremonial acts that one could hope to draw forth Ak's restorative powers. Doing so was an exercise in aligning oneself with the cosmic rhythm, an endeavor to harness the sun's inherent vitality through its spiritual emissary. The implication of Ak's power was not restricted to the physical plane. True to the sun's all-encompassing radiance, it is purported that Ak also possessed the capacity to illuminate the mind and spirit. In essence, his healing extended beyond mere corporeal recovery, offering a holistic revitalization that could address the full spectrum of human existence, body, mind, and soul. These accounts of Ock's powers, though steeped in the arcane and mystical, offer us a window into the way ancient cultures perceive the interplay between celestial entities and human health. They echo at a time when the origins of illness and the pathways to wellness were ascribed to forces that transcend the material world, beckoning us to explore a perspective of healing that is both profound and intriguing. The idea of perfection is a concept that has captured human fascination throughout the ages, and within the realm of esoteric traditions, this pursuit is often symbolized in the cycle of celestial bodies. Ock, a figure deeply entrenched in solar mythology, is no exception. Known to represent the height of solar qualities, Ock completes a cycle of perfection every 456 years, a period weighted with significance in the domain of the arcane. What does this cycle look like, and why is it important? Picture the motion of the planets and the stars, a cosmic ballet choreographed by the forces of the universe. As we have learned from ancient astronomical texts, celestial events often mark the passing of time and denote epochs of spiritual and mystical importance. In these cycles, the culmination of Ock's perfection parallels the solar cycle, connecting the esoteric with the astronomical. For the practitioners of the magical traditions, this period is an opportunity for transformation and heightened spiritual activity. The lore suggests that during this time, Ock embodies the utmost potency of solar energy, granting those who are in tune with this rhythm an amplified connection to the divine qualities of the sun: illumination, power, vitality. It's a time where the conduit to the divine is believed to be at its most powerful, offering a chance for profound spiritual insights and enlightenment. It's not just about personal advancement, though. This cycle serves as a reminder of the harmony within the cosmos. It is a macrocosmic event that reflects the microcosm of human experience. As Ock reaches this state of perfection, adherents believe it affects all things governed by the sun. Crops may yield more abundantly, governance and authority can be executed with greater wisdom, and gold may be found more readily. The cycle of Ock's perfection is a time of powerful transformation, both for the individual seeker and the world at large. It encapsulates the enduring human quest for growth and understanding, a fixed point in time that offers a bridge to the ineffable and the chance to reflect on the greater mysteries that govern our existence. Unraveling the philosophical and spiritual wisdom of Ock takes us deep into the heart of esoteric knowledge. Esteemed not just as a provider of material treasures and healer of the physical body, Ock is also revered as a beacon of wisdom, casting light upon the mysteries of the universe and aiding those in their quest for understanding. The Arbital, which is an influential text from the Renaissance period, gives prominence to Ock in its exploration of natural and celestial magic. This work allows us a glimpse into the ways in which Ock was invoked for guidance beyond the confines of the earthly realm. It lays open the channels of communication with this solar entity, and practitioners believe that they could attain not only philosophical insights, but spiritual elevation as well. In the pages of the Arbital, Ock is depicted not as a mere silent guide, but as an active participant in the transfer of knowledge. He enlightens the seeker's minds, enables the understanding of esoteric principles, and unlocks the secrets of the metaphysical. It's here where the enduring image of Ock as an illuminator of the unseen becomes especially vivid. But what of this wisdom Ock imparts? It is said to encompass a vast array of topics, from a higher contemplation of nature to the intricate designs of the cosmos. His teachings are often framed within the context of Hermeticism, a tradition that holds the keys to divine knowledge and the interconnectivity of all existence. Ock's influence is described as a conduit of clarity, sharpening the intellectual and spiritual faculties. This clarity is not limited to abstract concepts. It extends to practical wisdom as well: how to live a healthy life, how to harmonize with natural laws, and ultimately, how to achieve a sense of completeness and unity with the world around us. Ock is celebrated for his potential to infuse one's life with a sense of purpose and understanding. His guidance is seen as both a philosophical framework and a spiritual roadmap. By reaching out to Ock, adherents believe that they can forge a deep and abiding connection to the greater truth of life. and as a result, navigate their existence with greater meaning and intention. As we consider the profound impact of Och's philosophical and spiritual teachings, we recognize a figure that transcends time, whose ancient wisdom continues to resonate with the seekers of today. Through the study of such texts like the Arbatel, we gain not just historical insight into the reverence held for this mystical figure, but also a reflection on the timeless human endeavor to reach beyond what is known and grasp the ineffable truths of the universe. And that's all I've got today.